The AV Registry component is responsible for storing metadata related to Marvel audiovisual sources and for exposing this information to other Marvel components during runtime. AV Registry is developed by ITML. It was introduced in the Marvel framework to fill a gap that had been identified in the management of AV data. The Marvel AV sources that are stored at the AV Registry can be cameras, microphones, or instances of the Marvel anonymization components that act as AV sources themselves within the Marvel framework. Each AV source is described with a JSON document that follows a standardized data model from the Smart Data Models initiative. Specifically, the camera data model from the SDM initiative was selected and adapted for Marvel by repurposing existing fields and adding new ones to account for Marvel-specific aspects of AV sources. This adaptation was carefully performed to ensure that compliance with the SDM standard is preserved. A complete specification of the revised Marvel camera data model was produced and was regularly updated. The data model specification was hosted on the project's GitLab repository as a Markdown document. Notable fields of the data model include a unique AV source ID, the RTSP URL where the AV source publishes its AV data stream, the geolocation of the AV source, video-specific metadata such as resolution, frame rate, and codec, audio-specific metadata such as number of channels, sampling rate, and codec. Within the Marvel Edge Fog Cloud architecture, AV Registry is positioned at the fog layer, as it is meant to store AV sources associated with a specific geographic region. Therefore, a different instance of AV Registry is deployed at the fog layer infrastructure of each pilot site. The AV Registry exposes a RESTful API that can be accessed by Marvel components that need to acquire AV source metadata. Such components may reside at any EFC layer and can request data at the time of their initialization or at any other point during runtime. Currently, AV Registry is accessed by all Marvel AI components, as well as by Stream Handler and SmartViz. The AV Registry REST API accepts requests that return a full list of the available AV sources and their metadata as JSON documents. Here, we see the execution of this request command and the results it returns. The REST API also accepts requests that can return a specific AV source as a JSON document when the corresponding ID is provided in the request.